We're going to be taking a look at Houndoom and Karen. You know, for the longest time, if you've been watching me for a while now, I've had Houndoom at 2 out of 5 for the longest time. But now that I finally got him at 5 out of 5, I thought I'd do a proper showcase for this guy. Because Houndoom and Hilbert with his Mightyena, they are the only strikers for the Dark type category. So having Houndoom or Mightyena at 3 out of 5 is going to benefit you so much, just because they're the only Dark types in the game that could actually do a lot of damage. So we're going to be taking a look at Houndoom here. He is at 5 out of 5, like I said, so his sync move is going to be at 192, and Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions, their sync move is not going to be doing that much damage, but the stat increases that they get after Mega Evolution, depending on what kind of typing they are, so like if they're a striker, they're going to have more offensive power, of course, as you can see with Houndoom, but yeah, he's definitely a lot better when he's 3 out of 5, but I have him at 5 out of 5, so he's going to be hitting very hard. So we can see the moveset right here. So pre-Mega Evolution, he has Bite, but that gets changed to Dark Pulse, and then he keeps Snarl, which is going to help him with his grid. So for his grid though, this is what I have. Stat increases, the typical stuff there, and then we got Dark Pulse power-ups, and then we got Snarl power-ups, and then we got Move Gauge Refresh for Dark Pulse, and that's a big one, because you can only get that at 3 out of 5. Having Move Gauge Refresh is very, very helpful. He only has one Move Gauge Refresh for Dark Pulse, I think, if I remember correctly. But with the speed for the team, like, you're not really going to be needing much Move Gauge Refreshes, because the move gauge is going to be going up like crazy. It's going to be so fast. And then we have Dark Pulse Overpower, and we have Entertain Me MP Refresh. So that's what I have on his grid. And every time we lower the special attack of the enemies, Dark Pulse is going to be getting higher. So having Snarl is going to be very, very good as well, of course. So for his passive, he has Flameproof and Wide Awake. So those are going to be situational, but in certain legendary arenas, or even full force battles where they have AoE Sleep and AoE Burn and stuff like that, I don't think they have AoE Burn yet, but they probably will add that in eventually. So if that's the case, then Houndoom is going to be good, but these kind of passes are situational. For his Lucky skill, I have it at Critical Strike 2, and then for his theme skills, I have all of them at level 4. So this is the team that I'm going to be running him with. We have Grimsy here with Lightbird, just so we could get the type skill active for that dark offensive power. And then we got Swanna here for obvious reasons, for the speed, because with Houndoom, Mega Evolved, and Lightbird, their speed stat is very high. And then when you have Swanna buffing everybody's speed, the move gauge is going to be insanely fast. So I'm very excited to see that, actually. And this is actually going to be my first time seeing Houndoom after gridding him up properly. So this is going to be cool. So we're going to be going up against Latios, Part 1. I like going on Part 1, as you guys probably already know. Just because you could actually take your time and properly see what the Pokemon could actually do, which is a lot of fun. So we're just going to get everybody ready, and I really, really like Grimsy and Lightbird, because with their Snatch move, you can literally just get rid of all their stats, which is very good, and it definitely helps a lot in certain situations, because like if you go up against a Pokemon that has an insane amount of buffs, you can just use Lightbird, get rid of all those buffs, and bring them to Lightbird, and then you're good to go. It is very, very helpful. So we're just going to use Snarl over here, and then we'll just use All or Nothing, whatever. And then we're going to Mega Evolve. So, like, when you don't have him 3 out of 5, like, you are going to, like, he's still fine. He's still, like, he can get the job done, but, of course, having Move Gauge Refresh, and then every time you lower the enemy's special attack, Dark Pulse gets a lot stronger. Like, the damage multiplier for Dark Pulse just gets a lot better. So Dark Pulse did 3,700 damage, I think it said 3,700. Yeah, 3,300. So now we're gonna start using Snarl and lowering their special attack, so that our special attack for Dark Pulse gets a lot higher. So 3,300, and then after we lower their special attack to -6, we're going to see how much damage he can possibly do. And I think he's going to do a little bit over 4,000 damage, which is definitely a big increase, of course. Like, anytime you can get an increase to your attack by 1,000 per hit, that's a big buff. That's a big, big buff. So from 3,300 to now, how much is he going to do against Latios? 4,200. Yeah, that was like a 1,000 increase. That's insane. Houndoom is definitely a lot better. I like Houndoom so much more. I tried to avoid using Houndoom for the longest time just because it wasn't really fun, because he was constantly stuck at like low move gauge. Like we were always sitting at empty just because we didn't have move gauge refresh and everything, and it did suck. So did they lower the special attack? I don't think they did. No, they didn't. Okay, so now how much damage is he gonna do? Like, he was doing 4,500 damage. Now after the second sync move, 4,100. I think they got the buff from the sync move. Yeah, he's doing a little bit less now. Oh wait, no, I think they're lowering our special attack too. I think that's what they're doing. No, I don't. Are they lowering their special attack? I don't even know. Because he's not hitting as hard anymore. We're still hitting Latios, and he doesn't have a special defense increase. But as you guys can see, like Houndoom is definitely a lot better. So I'm probably gonna be using Houndoom a lot more now. He is definitely a lot of fun. Like the damage that he does now is 100% better than before. Because the multipliers in this game are huge. If you could get a Pokemon with a grid that has multipliers like in the sun or in the rain, or even multipliers like Houndoom, where every time you lower their special attack, your Dark Pulse is getting stronger as well. Like, multipliers play a big role in these kind of games, for sure. Like, no matter what kind of game you play, multipliers with percentages and everything, like, they are a big increase. Like, even 3% is a good increase, depending on what kind of game you're playing. And depending on how big the stats are for that certain character and everything. Like, percentage boost is definitely very good, no matter how you put it. Even if it's 2%, 3%, that 3% is probably going to turn into like maybe plus 700 more attack, depending on the stats and everything. So Houndoom at 3 out of 5, or I guess 5 out of 5 in this case, he is very good. He is definitely a lot better. His speed is very good, and then when you get him at 130, his special attack is going to be over 400. So it's going to be like 401 or 402, which is still good, of course, because then with the multipliers from Snarl lowering their special attack, getting your Dark Pulse higher as well, and then after every sync move, you're getting stronger as well with Critical Strike 2. Like, it is so good. Honestly, Houndoom definitely got treated well with the grid when you got him, and like, he's so much fun. And I love Houndoom's design. Like, he looks freaking awesome. He looks amazing. One of my favorite Mega Evolution Pokemon. Like, honestly, he's so good. And now that I have him at 5 out of 5, I'm definitely going to be using him a lot more now. Definitely really good. And Dark Pulse, you have a chance to flinch in them too, which is great. And in Legendary Arenas, that can be very helpful as well, of course. And it's very good that he does have critical hit increase, along with maxing out his special attack, which is very helpful. So he's good and self-sufficient in that way too. He has an AoE that can lower the special attack. So Houndoom is honestly very good. Even with all these other sync pairs coming out that are very good as well, Houndoom is still like a very good option to use. And with very limited options for the dark type category, if you have Houndoom at 3 out of 5, like you don't really need any other sync pair for the dark type category. I mean, getting more dark types for the game is good, of course, because then we have more variety. But if you only have Houndoom, then that is still fine. You're gonna get the job done with Houndoom because he has Bite, he has Snarl AoE, and then you got Dark Pulse, a very strong single target move, and he could flinch on Dark Pulse. Like, you can't go wrong, and they're very fast. So Houndoom and Karen, they're definitely very good, and I'm glad I got them at 5 out of 5 now, so I can properly utilize them with their full gridded expansion. So I'm happy with that. But I cannot wait to see what other dark types we get to the game. But right now, I'm definitely gonna be having fun with Houndoom and Karen. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. As you can see, Houndoom and Karen are very good. This is gonna be the only Pokemon Masters video for today. Later on today, I'm gonna be posting the Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke randomizer walkthrough that I'm gonna be starting up today. So I'm very excited for that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Honestly, I'm probably gonna be rating Houndoom and Karen a 8.3 out of a 10 now. 8.3. Odd number. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's an odd number. I'm gonna rate them an 8. There are still some little things that are a little bit annoying with them. Like, for example, like their Mega Evolution. Like, Actually, you know what? I'm gonna rate them an 8.5. An 8.5. They're definitely very solid. They got an AoE. Can't go wrong about that. But their AoE doesn't really do that much damage. But of course, you got the power ups and everything. So it's definitely gonna be hitting a little bit. It's not bad. But then their Dark Pulse is very good. Like an 8.5. The only thing that I don't really like about them is they're like a Mega Evolution Pokemon, so it takes a while to get them there. But if you have like Rotom and Elisa, and then with Breathtaking, you can get there pretty fast. But after doing all your setups and everything, you'll have the Mega Evolution anyways. But that's the only thing with these Mega Evolution Pokemon. It takes a little bit of time to get them to their Mega Evolved state, and sometimes it's not really that much better getting them to the Mega Evolution, but sometimes it's very good. And in Houndoom's case, it's definitely very good. But an 8.5 for Houndoom, definitely a lot better now that I have him at 5 out of 5. Getting his full grid is very, very good. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.